Hello, everyone. It's the coach. Welcome to EA Sports coverage of the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl from right here in Orlando, Florida. Coming up, the AFC looking to make it 3 in a row as they square off against their rivals from the NFC. I'll be back at halftime, but first, let's get you downtown to Camping World Stadium. Standing by our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, bragging rights on the line in the 46th meeting of the AFC and the NFC in the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl game. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and Charles, it's the Pro Bowl. You never really know what to expect, so I guess I'll ask you, what do you expect?
Well, in recent years, it has turned into an absolute offensive explosion, hasn't it? Games in the 50s are not out of line. What you're hoping is that some of these great defenders have a chance to adjust and react and maybe narrow that down a little bit. But I will say, this game is tilted heavily towards the offense's advantage.
Aldrick Rosas of the Giants putting toe to leather, and we are underway in the 2019 Pro Bowl. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The AFC heading out on offense, and leading him is number 15 from the Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, in his first ever Pro Bowl.
Get your tux, get your best suit. Let's head to the red carpet. NFL Honors is coming up, and he will be the heavy favorite to be the NFL MVP. And let's face it, we'll see him here at the Pro Bowl many times to come in future years.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And the NFC pressure a little too much as they get home for the sack. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The starting unit for the AFC, definite Pittsburgh connection on that offensive line. 3 Steelers in Villanueva, Pouncey, and DeCastro. Also in that starting group, Quentin Nelson, the rookie from Indy at left guard, and the Titans' Taylor Lewan, selected to his 3rd straight Pro Bowl at right tackle. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. A second-time Pro Bowler here. This is the Chargers' Melvin Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes sets up the screen to Gordon. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. For Patrick Mahomes, what a season he had. First as a full-time starter, he goes over 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, and rewarded with his first Pro Bowl.
And think about, if you're in Kansas City, the organization, the team, the city, how well are you set up for future years with that youngster as your quarterback? Not only are the guys on the team excited about it, think about free agents, thinking about where they might want to play. If you're a free agent receiver, you're thinking Kansas City.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes caught left side, Hopkins. And this will move the sticks yet again as the tackle's going to be made at the NFC's 26. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's going to be caught. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback? Or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And again, it's Mahomes. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The NFC offense taking the field, being led in blue by the NFL's all-time passing leader. 12th Pro Bowl nomination for the great QB from New Orleans, Drew Brees.
And you and I both know that this is not easy for him. It's fun to play football at any time, but you know he'd rather be preparing for the Super Bowl and still trying to get... missed call out of his head that may have prevented his Saints from getting there.
Brees and the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing now is Brees. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 24 yards. From midfield, here's Brees. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Now Brees. Ertz has it left side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. For Drew Brees, this his 12th Pro Bowl nomination. Though he hasn't played all 12 years, but still, what a career and what a season. And to do it at this age, unbelievable.
Not too bad for a guy who turned 40 the week leading up to the NFC Championship game. He keeps himself in such superb physical condition and still loves everything that goes along with football. He may play till he's 60.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Again, it's Breeze. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Zach Ertz there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line. Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it's finished off by an NFC touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The AFC offensive unit getting set to take over. Well, we can continue to talk Pro Bowl as we go along, but let's talk a little Super Bowl. Super Bowl 53, 1 week from today over in Atlanta. New England taking on the Rams. Time for your Super Bowl prediction, CD. What do you think? Well, everyone thinks defense when they think the New England Patriots, but in the time that they've had their head coach and their quarterback, Tom Brady, guess what? They're the #1 offensive team in the NFL. And the Rams are high flyers as well. So that tells me that this Super Bowl, low scoring. It's going to be a total anomaly. I'm thinking somewhere in the neighborhood of 13-10 final score. Going totally opposite what it should be. Well, I'm going to completely disagree. I see high scoring, maybe 51-44, something like that. The 2 punters, so Johnny Hekker and Ryan Allen, don't even show up to this one. Johnny Hekker might throw a touchdown pass because the Rams like to fake it when he's on the field. Mahomes now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Mahomes firing complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game. I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their second as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force him into a field goal. For them, that's a win. Myers' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. So we're at halftime of the 2019 Pro Bowl with the AFC out on top. As we'll send you cross town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Boy, this AFC team has figured something out. They've got the lead again, looking to make it 3 in a row since the game moved to Orlando in 2017. So the question, what can the NFC do to come back? We'll ask that of our guys as we send you back to Camping World Stadium.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And along with the rest of his offensive mates, here comes Zach Ertz. And as we look at his highlights, sometimes I've asked you schematically, how do you stop one player? Well, how do you stop a tight end like this without opening up other holes, partner?
You show your basic defenses, whether you're playing the 3-deep zone, the 2-deep zone, but you have your variations underneath it. So sometimes instead of the safety staying deep, the safety will drop down. A sky coverage, they call that. Sometimes the corner's responsible. Get
pressure, and the AFC gets to him for the sack. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. To try again after the sack. Breeze, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Von Miller able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. To throw, it's Breeze. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. Breeze going to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. Now Breeze. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Another try after the first down sack. Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Breeze. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. That is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. Zach Ertz, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the NFC has retaken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's finished off by an NFC touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense for the AFC set to go now. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Malcolm Jenkins of the Eagles in on the tackle. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Mahomes now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Mahomes going to throw, and that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The NFC offense heading back onto the field. And one thing you'd like to see in a Pro Bowl, a competitive contest. We've got that just like the last two seasons, a one-score game as we play here in the fourth.
But I'd love to know, what's the discussion on the sidelines of both teams right now? Because, you know, it's an exhibition-type game, but as you said, as competitive as it is now, these guys are going to want to win. There may be some guys who sub some guys out, trying to get back on the field and try to help their team win down the stretch.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So it's the NFC with the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Breeze now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To throw is Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their second, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. From 19 yards away. And the NFC adds on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's finished off by an NFC touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down 21-10. A minute 44 to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Mahomes on target there to Hill. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And he gets it to his KC running mate. That's Tyreek Hill. Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown AFC. From 19 yards away, as his guys are back within a single score. Great play, but admittedly, the tackling in the Pro Bowl, Charles, not always the best.
I would say that they're not quite as committed to getting a guy on the ground in the Pro Bowl as maybe during the regular season and, of course, in the playoffs. But still, heck of an individual effort there on that run.
One final try for Mahomes. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. So, Charles, a victory for the NFC. Final thoughts on this Pro Bowl?
We had some fun, didn't we?
Absolutely.
A lot of excitement, some big plays to watch, a lot of those great matchups that we don't get to see during the regular season because sometimes teams don't play against each other. And, oh, by the way, no one got hurt. There's the win for everyone. I think the fans enjoyed this one.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.